So, and this can be real off the cuff. I don't want this to take too long. But I do want to show my respect. I think it was about an hour, maybe a little more than an hour ago. It was an hour ago as of take one, that we learned of Stanley's passing. And for those of you guys that don't know, and I know this is largely like a Dragon Ball channel, we do some other things. But if you guys don't know, and you probably already do, but anyone that's been around here for a while knows I'm a huge comic book fan, a huge fan of comic books. I cut my teeth, actually, on Batman, of all things, but I cut my teeth on Batman when I was about 8 years old. A friend of mine brought a Batman comic to school, and we sat there thinking we were stealthy, had it in the book. And I'm sure at that point the pages were overlapping. We had it between the two of us, and we're, reading it and carrying on, but not really stealthy in the long run. I mean, but you're 8 years old. You think, like, I'm so smart. I'm getting away with this scot-free. And, of course, the teacher came over and was like, later, nerds. Yeet. So, so we got in trouble for that. But as I grew older and I got more interested in more different types of stories and I wanted more complex stories, I think it was about the time that Bishop and Cable were getting their standalone runs. I started getting into Marvel Comics, especially the X-Men, Spider-Man, obviously. I don't think you can even get into comic books and not love Spider-Man. Spider-Man's had some amazing stories over the years. And my God, did they start getting complex. There have been some phenomenal stories. Now, back in the day, people were like, oh, you're into comics? Oh, you nerd. Well, yeah, pretty much. Look at me, nerd. Yeah, of course. But, so, just some really fantastic stories. I used to have a really, I'll say, bad comic book habit. I blew a lot of money in comic books back in the day. I've got stacks of them. I mean, literal stacks of them. So, while this channel hasn't largely been about comic books, but I don't think anybody who would watch this video hasn't at some point in time been at least, if not influenced directly, at least, somewhat touched by Stan Lee's work. I mean, we all watch the Marvel films because most of them are really, really good. The stories are fantastic. And some of the stories in the comic books are even better. So, kind of want to gush about what I want to see in the MCU now. But, neither here nor there. I don't want this to be an insanely long video. I'm going to disable monetization on this video because I don't think it's right on a tribute video, I just really want to just come out here and say, I guess my personal words of gratitude for the life of Stan Lee. And I've been preparing myself mentally for this for literally years now. We've known he's not been in great health, but, and we all have our day. It's just reality. If you haven't figured that out yet, sorry to burst your bubble. We all have our day, but, just really wanted to, I guess, show gratitude the best way I knew how, and just thank him post-mortem in a random video that no one that even knows him is ever going to see, for years of wonderful entertainment and brought a lot of joy to my childhood. A lot of awkwardness in my adolescent years and adult years. But as someone that does a lot of conventions and really absolutely just loves comic books and especially, like the Marvel movies and all that, just a heartfelt thank you. And he will be dearly, dearly missed. Really will. Might be a little difficult to watch the... I don't know. I think they filmed the cameo for the fourth Avengers film. I think they did, but I know Captain Marvel's done, and all those of course are filmed like basically where I grew up playing as a child, like the woods that I used to play in when I was like 12, 13 years old. That's where those films are actually made nowadays. Fun story. But yeah, it's really, really weird. Really surreal. Still doesn't feel right. But, it is what it is. So, but my heartfelt thanks to Stan Lee for the many years. I hope everyone kind of, I guess, is. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not good with these types of things. But just rest in peace, Stanley. You will be missed. And I suppose no one can say it better than himself. But in the great words of the man himself, uh, hope you all find peace as well. And well, Excelsior.